Hi, welcome back to the Ruben channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about my Anza knife, A-N-Z-A, or maybe it's pronounced Anza, but I'm going to say Anza. My intention was to give you a review on my knife. I've had this Anza knife for about 2 years, and up until about 30 minutes ago, I was completely happy with it, head over heels. But this morning, I set up to do this review, and I was going to sharpen it. I was sharpening some other knives and some of our kitchen knives. And I came up to my table here. I pulled it out of the sheath. I wear this sheath on my belt. 7 days a week I wear this thing, and I'm rarely without it unless I have to fly on a plane. I don't know how some of you guys or girls out there can go through life without carrying a knife. But anyway, that's another story. This is my Anza knife. I pulled it out of the sheath, and I'm table height here, so I dropped it off this table, which is about 34 inches high, and it snapped in half. I've got a arm issue here. I can't bend my arm out, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, the whole thing just snapped right in half. And I was super bummed. Oh my gosh. I rave about this knife. But anyway, so let me continue on as if I was going to review the knife. This is a paragraph from the Anza Knife website, and it's anzaknives.biz in case you're interested in going and reading more. Anza Knives. Since we started making knives in 1980, Anza Knives have been committed to providing top handmade affordable knives for sportsmen and collectors. Our knives are so sharp and hold an edge that they have become a favorite among guides, outfitters, hunters, backpackers, fishermen, as well as a utility knife by the working man. Anza knives are handmade, each one different in its own way. This is one reason Anza knives are so popular among collectors. And I fall into that category, I suppose. I'm a working man. I'm an outdoorsman. And in my daily work, I use and abuse this knife. I don't abuse it, but I use it a lot. I use it for cutting open boxes, anything you would use a utility knife for, or a razor blade. I use this knife. If I'm running electrical wire, I'll use this to strip wire, or strip it out of its sheath. Sharpen my pencils, just any mundane thing you would use a knife for, I use it. God, and when it fell, it snapped like it was a piece of glass. So I'm no expert on knives. I don't claim to know, everything about how they're made. I know that the Anza knives are made out of files. I don't know what kind of files, but if they're just regular files, in my shop, I've dropped files off the table before and they don't break. So I'm not sure if these are heat treated and it makes them brittle. But anyway, I'm really just disappointed and bummed that happened. I've got some other knives here. This is a cheap Smith & Wesson knife, probably a $15, $20 knife. I don't like it, but I know that if I throw it on the ground, it's not going to break. And I threw that with force. This thing, I didn't throw it down. It just slipped out of my hand. This is a, how do you close that? This is a Milwaukee knife I bought from Home Depot. It came in a 2-pack. I'm going to drop this. I'm going to drop it from here. It's intact. I don't even use these knives. Probably bought it because I didn't have a knife on me. Anyway, I'm not going to throw this one. This is a Damascus knife I bought at a gun show. Damascus steel. I paid about 80 bucks for this knife. It just felt great in my hand. I don't use it very much. I just like the way it looked. But this knife, back to the Anza knife, it says on top here on the handle, it says Anza USA 16. I don't know what that means, and I couldn't find this exact knife on their website. They've got a lot of knives, So if you go there, you'll see knives that look similar. I think this is antler, I believe, and rosewood maybe. Can't tell, but I think it is. But up until today, I have absolutely loved this knife. And again, I can't tell you how bummed I am. I did email them this morning, right after it happened, and I'll read you their warranty statement. If for any reason, within 1 year of purchasing your Anza knife, you are not completely satisfied with its workmanship, utility, or durability, you may send it to our plant and either have the deficiency corrected or replaced with a knife of equal or greater value. It's been over a year, so I don't expect them to do anything, but I did want to let them know that that it did break with just a simple drop. I don't expect them to do anything, but I'll let you know what I hear, and I look forward to hearing from them this week. Today is Sunday, so hopefully I'll hear from them in the next few business days. If you found this information useful, if you're interested in Anza knives, it's anzaknife.biz. So you can go check them out. One more thought, I guess. I'm going to wait to see what they say, but if I had to buy another one, this knife I bought it in Arizona. We were on a family trip, and we were in some small town near the Grand Canyon, and this shop had a big display of these knives, and this one felt great in my hand. I think I paid about $80 for it, so it's not cheap. And if I have to buy another knife, I'm going to go buy a Kershaw from one of these, like Dick's Sporting Goods or Academy Sports. I'll pay $30 for it. I just don't want to buy another knife like this where I pay $80 and I have to worry about dropping it and it breaking. So there you have it. If you found this information useful and helpful, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I look forward to coming back to you and telling you what they said about this knife. Thanks, and have a great day.